Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have some really exciting news regarding the Coinbase IPO. Pretty soon you'll be able to buy Coinbase IPO shares, and I'm going to go over some information on why this is so powerful and what that means to you if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin and in cryptocurrency. Now, Coinbase would be the very first exchange to be listed on Nasdaq, and that will be giving Coinbase exposure to millions of investors, both retail and institutional. So let's go ahead and review one of the latest articles revolving the Coinbase IPO so you can see when a tentative date is for their launch and their listing and how you can buy some Coinbase shares. So I came across this really interesting article and I thought it was extremely beneficial to understand and see exactly what Coinbase is going through right now to understand their direct listing approach versus the traditional IPO. Coinbase is opting to do a direct listing, which is a privatized version of the stock market for NASDAQ. So in this article, it says Coinbase has opted for a direct listing over an IPO. In December 2020, there was a widespread anticipation that the exchange would go public with an initial public offering IPO following its submission of a Form S-1 draft registration to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. A direct listing differs from an IPO in that it is limited to existing shares, where an IPO involves the creation of new shares. It enables Coinbase to bypass many of the expensive requirements of an IPO, including using the services of intermediaries. It is reported and circulating that Goldman Sachs would act as underwriter for a possible Coinbase IPO. As you know, Goldman Sachs is a huge bank, and that would be extremely beneficial for Coinbase to be listed as Goldman Sachs because it brings more legitimacy. And of course, it's going to bring so much attention to this if Goldman Sachs is absolutely going to be the underwriter. So we'll stay tuned on that. And regardless, the public listing means that anyone will be able to buy and trade shares in Coinbase, potentially drawing a lot more investors into the industry. You can say that again. The listing would offer investors to stake in the company under the beam of SEC's regulatory headlamps. Now, regardless, the public listing means that anyone will be able to buy and trade shares in Coinbase, potentially drawing a lot more investors. Okay, that's key. Now, one thing I did want to add about the Coinbase direct listing is that apart from being able to buy shares directly for Coinbase and owning a stake in the company, what it means is that indirectly it's also drawing a ton of eyeballs and a ton of exposure for both institutional and retail investors on the cryptocurrencies that are listed on Coinbase. So Coinbase shares themselves, I'm sure that's going to be profitable. But not only that, the cryptocurrencies that are listed under Coinbase are going to get a lot of attention. So if you have any other cryptocurrencies that Coinbase is holding, you can imagine that those are going to get a lot more attention, and a lot more retail and institutional investors are going to be looking directly at the cryptocurrencies that are hosted on Coinbase. Now, I will add that in the past, the SEC has not made it easy for crypto exchanges to be listed on NASDAQ. It has chased after several companies which carried out initial coin offerings, ICOs, for running unregistered security sales and repeatedly blocked applications for Bitcoin exchange traded funds, or ETFs, on the grounds that crypto market is prone to manipulation. Will the SEC then approve Coinbase's direct listing, given that its fate is so intimately tied into the rest of the market? Now, that's up for debate, and I'm sure the SEC is not going to make this easy on Coinbase, but Coinbase does have a lot of backing, a lot of supporters, so I have no doubt that they're going to be able to list on the NASDAQ without any issues at all. Now, for a definitive timeline, I will keep you guys posted. There is not a direct date yet on when exactly they're going to be listed. You can trade it on secondary markets like FTX. And so the valuation for Coinbase on FTX, for example, is about 60 billion or so. So I'll be releasing a new video very soon, as soon as I find out more information on the exact date and how you can get your hands on some Coinbase IPO shares. Now, to all you crypto lovers out there, I would love to see what your comments are. Please let me know your thoughts on what you think exactly this Coinbase listing on Nasdaq means for the future of cryptocurrency and overall for the bull run we are in. If you have any doubts, suspicions, or if you just love this altogether, please let me know. I would love to hear your feedback on the Coinbase IPO listing. Now remember folks, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who loves cryptocurrency. Well, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Crypto News so that way you can get the hottest crypto news delivered directly to your phone.